Now I want us to discuss 10 things we can do that may require to use money or certain items that you may probably already have. If you don't have them, they require for you to buy them. So this may be on a higher end for some people, but if you can afford it, hey, what can't you do for your children? Go for it. So the first one is hire a teacher. Hire teachers to go home and teach your children. I have seen parents that I have done it. I have personally done it for some months and then I make them rest. Have a teacher that can come and teach each child for their level, or if you have maybe a secondary school teacher, I am saying that a secondary school teacher may not be able to cover all classes, but if they say they can and you're sure they can, because I am a professional teacher, I personally taught or teach all classes from senior 1 to senior 6. However, I am saying that sometimes for some subjects there may be specialization by the teacher themselves per level, either A level or O level, or they specialize in a paper. And others may have like 2 teaching subjects, but they specialize in one. Like someone can say, I went to school for math and physics, but I teach physics, or the other way around. I went to school for biology and chemistry, but I teach chemistry, or the other way around. So I am just saying that just because someone did chemistry and biology at the university, they may not necessarily be able to cover everything in chemistry and everything in biology. But because we are just doing something to make the kids busy, or to have someone look through what they are doing, you can go on hire a teacher. Some of the teachers require you to pay them per day, others per month, others per week. You can be able to maybe talk to the teacher and you see which one works for you. Then the other thing around these activities is get your children involved in online classes, Zoom classes. There are so many schools that have put their lessons on YouTube. Buy some data and the child can learn on YouTube. Mine are doing this every day. It's like the teacher is in front of them right there, and you see, since it's online, I mean, it's open, anyone can learn. And these online classes specify the level. You'll find them saying P3 or P7 or senior 2, and they also specify the subject, and then they are short, so your child can concentrate for like 30 minutes or 20, and then they move to the next lesson or they rest. So you can control them through the day. Maybe they will have a lesson or 4 per day. So pay for online classes. But I'm also aware that there are schools that have done WhatsApp groups where they send work. Give your children smartphones, let them share your smartphone. I don't want to say that you should buy. You can, but if you buy a smartphone for an older child, you need to note what is going on, unless there is a way you're going to control that internet, because you see, everything has its negative side and that positive side. Many of the children are finding themselves at on the other side, searching for things that are going to even distract them from school or even spoil them mentally, whatever. So activity number 1, hire a teacher. 2, pay for online classes, online discussions. Buy data for online classes that can be found on YouTube, on Facebook, on WhatsApp, and all other social media platforms that you may be involved in, or the schools around you may be involved in. But I also want to let you know that there are great activities for your learner. Like, they don't have to be for your country. You can even download things or make your children study things or curriculums by other countries, as long as they are within what you expect that your child should be learning. And then you're going to invest in a smart TV, because for it you can use it as a monitor. You're going to invest in a smartphone if you have to go to work. Invest in an iPad, invest in a laptop, a computer, but train your children to use them. Train them to use the internet. Train them to maneuver through. That may cost you some money, but hey, it's very, very worth it. Then something else you can pay for your children, or you're going to spend money doing, actually take them for a real tour. You see, in the other side where we were not using money, you would go to what is nearby. You're going to take a walk or you're going to drive there. But the places where, like in school, they were paying for tours, now you can actually take your child, spend fuel, go and spend money for entry fee, many of them have opened after the lockdown. They have opened and they're allowing people, as long as you put on your mask, stay safe, sanitize, you can go out. Remember, we are taking our children to these places so that they can see, they can learn by seeing. They will ask you questions. Come back and make them write about the study trip. Actually, we are calling it a study tour, because we're not just doing this for fun or for leisure. Go on, let your children get involved in these things. And then the other thing you could do, let the child access, there are so many schools currently that are selling workbooks that you will buy, take home, and then your child attempts, probably under your guidance, and then they are taken back to school. Other schools are even sending notes, so you buy these ones also. You can, I think it's even open that you can buy from a nearby school, even if your child does not go to that school, and then your child can get to do the work, keeping them busy, keeping them learning, following the curriculum. Something else that you're going to have to invest in is textbooks. I agree that there are online textbooks, but many of them you may not be able to know that this is within what my child is learning or should learn or not. So go to stationaries, buy textbooks, and the kind that have activities that the child or your learner in secondary school, or even if it's primary school, they can go step by step teaching themselves, and then they attempt the activities therein. Then the other activity you can do is, as the children or these young men and women are spending time alone, their minds are working, they are thinking, they are innovating. Many of them will want to do things. Please fund them. The boys might want to repair everything and end up spoiling stuff, but please fund them, believing in them. These might be tomorrow's engineers. Buy for them the things they want you to buy them ingredients, buy them materials for the things they want to do. As young innovators, push them, let them know you believe in them. And then also another thing they can do, or another activity similar to that, is that you pay for short courses. Let them, skills especially, let them go for short courses in anything, music, sports. Let them do maybe cookery school, tailoring, hairdressing, mechanical engineering, motor vehicle, water, plumbing. Some of you, like, instead of them going to a class, you may pay or facilitate them to go and learn on job. Oh God, this is fulfilling. And you remember that this is a skill they are going to learn and stay with, and they can also use it to get money, maybe in their short holiday or even after school. You can't imagine, or even if you look at yourself, most of your side gigs or the side jobs you do, side businesses, are things you have learned along the way. You probably never did them in school. So facilitate your child, let them get a skill along with all the other classroom work. Then the other thing you can do is, if they are there and they are following SOPs for COVID-19, the children can be facilitated to attend camps, to attend seminars, workshops. They're usually 1 day or 2 days. I'm seeing so many people organizing workshops for the youth, to discuss things, to discuss issues, to teach them this and that for 1 day or 2. I mean, it's a breather. Let them go and breathe away from the fresh air of the home. As long as they are safe with their mask and they are sanitizing, they will be well, as long as they also social distance. More than anything, let the children or your young adults know that you believe in them, and then for just the certain things they may not share with you that they may require, give them some change. Let them do work at home. Let them do work at home, that maybe if you usually get someone to wash clothes, to do the gardening, to clean the pool, to do the digging, the planting, to clean this and that, to wash the car, and you pay them. Let your child be the one to do that. Pay them, you parents. I know that they are your children, they should be doing these things, but pay them. They need that small pocket money. You don't know the things that they would want to buy that they can never actually tell you, especially the boy child. You know, girls, people think, hey, girls have things, so they give them some money, but the boys need some money too. Let them know the value of work, that when you work, you're paid. They will also know the value of money, that money is and the money is not given away. So when you keep them home and you're just giving them money, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't grow in them that responsibility when it comes to money. So try these things. If you don't try any of them, please skill them, buy for them equipment and gadgets that they may need, facilitate their innovations, pay for online courses, let that relative teacher of yours come and teach them, but pay them. It's not for free. Have study materials like textbooks, workbooks bought for them, and more than anything, believe in them. Ensure that there is measurement of their performance and evaluation, and if there is improvement, please communicate that. And if there is decline or there is no improvement, let them know that you know or you believe that they can do better. So this is Emily K. Thank you for watching the 10 things you can do to keep your children busy and learning that may require you to spend some money. For more videos like this one, please subscribe and keep watching. Press that subscription, that notification bell, and you'll be notified when I post another video. Have a lovely day, a lovely night. See ya. Mwah.